Okay. We are live. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the bottom of the fourth inning. And let's see, we're just getting started. Things have been a little nutso, whatever, here in the Abbott household. Oh, not tomorrow. Well, I don't know. We'll have to see. Anywho, all right, let's get back to the game. It's status pro advanced, ladies and gentlemen. We have runners on first base with 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. It's 4-2 Tigers. Tigers rallied for 4 on a 3-run Lance Parrish bomb, his 22nd of the simulated season, even though he is struggling with a 197 batting average. Let's see, what do we have? We have Marty Castillo facing Bruce Hurst, a lefty on righty. And here is the pitch that's going to be on the batter's card. That is a 24 2B7. 2B7 is going to be a double 2 bases. Howard Johnson is going to go to third. 2BF7. So we have runners on second and third. Tigers got something brewing here. How we doing? Hey, we've got a visitor. Welcome. Things are a little nuts here. You hear my family singing in the background. I probably shouldn't be streaming right now, but I thought it'd be kind of fun. Anyways, here we go. Second and third. 2 outs. Who's up? Sweet Lou Whitaker. And that's going to be on the pitcher's card. A 33 is going to be a strikeout, and that's a strikeout looking. And hopefully you'll hear Ernie Hardwell.
He stood there like the house by the side of the road
and that's too bad. So they strand 2, but they are up 4-2. We go to the top of the fifth. Darrell Evans up to bat. He's 0 for 2 today. Lined out in the first, struck out in the second. Dan Petrie pitches, and it's on the batter's card. 57. That is a walk. Just took the trash out. I was outside a few minutes ago. Welcome. Hey, Kevin. I probably shouldn't be streaming right now. It's a little crazy here in the house, but oh well, we're having fun. I was out on the front porch about a half hour ago. I like to occasionally smoke a pipe, and so I was relaxing on the front porch, smoking my pipe, and then I threw the football around with my 12-year-old son a little bit, and then I thought I'd come in here and finish the baseball game I started earlier today. And let's see, I'm going to go back and forth here. All right, Dan Petrie's getting a little tired. So we have Jim Rice up to bat, Darrell Evans on first. And here we go. We have, that's on the pitcher's card. 43 is going to be an out. An RP is a fly ball to left field, no errors. Runner will not advance. 1 down. Again, this is Status Pro Advance using Digital Diamond Baseball. How old are your kids, Kevin? Well, let me go here and do this. That's better. Let's see here. Okay, runner on first, 1 out for Tony Armas. That's on the batter's card. 48 is going to be a strikeout. A strikeout swinging. I have a home-baked rule. After a strikeout, I pull a fast action card here and I look at the last digit of the random number. And if it's 7 or higher, it's a strikeout looking. 6 and below, it's a strikeout swinging. So, and I do that because I've got some different sounds hooked up. For example, here is a strikeout. I can undo this on digital. Well, actually, let me get to the next inning and I'll do it. So here's Easler facing Petrie, 5. That's on the new card. Let's see, batter's card 72 is another walk. That is the second walk Petrie has given up tonight. Puts runners at first and second for Bill Buckner. Bill Buckner, in his first at bat, smacked a home run over the center field wall, and the old Tiger Stadium, that is out there. That's 440 feet to straightaway center field. All right, here's the pitch to Buckner, and that's on the pitcher's card. That's a 1B9. 1B9, everybody advances 1 base. 1B, F9. Base is juiced. Sparky's wondering if maybe Petrie's run out of gas. He's definitely getting tired, but he's got some more gas in the tank here. He's over on his digital. I let Digital Diamond decide pitcher fatigue. No matter what the game is I play it, I always let Digital Diamond figure that out. 18 to 23. Oh, cool. I got a big family. I've got 9 kids, and let's see, the oldest is 30, and the youngest is 9. Got some grandkids, and it's a busy, happy family. I always tell the kids that I kept the receipts. I can take them back, so they better watch out. So anyhow, okay, yeah, funny. All right, here's a new fast action card for Rich Gedman. That's on the pitcher's card, 53. That is an out. LP is a G1A, and the Tigers and Petrie are going to get out of this one. Okay, we go to the bottom of the 5th. Bruce Hurst. Let's see. He has pitched 4 innings. He's allowed 4 runs, 2 walks, 6 hits, 4 strikeouts, a home run to Parrish, and he's faced 19 batters. Yeah. I have a lot with 4. Yeah. I remember when we had our 4th. Yeah, that was when you kind of cross the line and people start going, that's a big family. I've still got to learn Status Pro Advance. I bought the 84 season, excited that DDB. Yes, I'm excited about that too. If you want, are you familiar, Kevin, with Status Pro Basic? Because I can kind of show you some of the differences. I was pleasantly surprised that, I thought Status Pro Advanced was going to be kind of like going from APA Basic to APA Master Game, where it's just going to be all these chart lookups and what's that? Say again? W Kevin, what? I don't. Okay, sorry, my son's trying to tell me something there. Anyways, I was pleasantly surprised. Status Pro Advanced isn't really mechanically a lot more work. So, for example, here we go. We have Hurst versus Garbe. I'm going to go ahead and flip a fast action card. At the beginning, when you get a new pitcher in, you have to decide what kind of stuff they have for the game. So you go to the stadium card, which is right here. Here's the Tiger Stadium, and you pull a fast action card. You look at the random number, and then you decide whether or not they have normal stuff, or if they're good or really good stuff, or if they brought bad stuff. In Tiger Stadium, looks like nobody ever brings any bad stuff here. So every Hurst and Petrie both pulled fast action cards to where they're normal. So the way this works here, let's pull a fast action card, 8. So it's got to be between 2 and 6, just like the basic game. So that's on the batter's card. You go over here to 62. That's an out. You come up here to the chart. That's an RN. RN is an F9. So this is a little bit different than the basic game in that now you check for an error on every out. So F9, I have to go look. I see here that there is an error if the error range is 3 to 20. If the error falls within, if the fielder's range falls between 3 and 20. So over here, F9, that's the right fielder. He's an E3, and yes, he does fall within the error range. And I'm drawing a blank. Oh yeah, so now you come down here. And you say, well, what is that? And of course, if you had the regular fast action cards, you'd be pulling fast action cards for each one of these. But Digital Diamond, as you probably know, everything's random, so you can use the same card. And I prefer to. That way, I can kind of look back if I have a question on what something was. All right, so right fielder is an error 3. So base is empty. I go to the out chart. That's the rules. There's the chart. Okay, so I want to go to base is empty. Base is empty, out chart. Bunting for a hit. Check for error on rolls. If error committed, use error chart to resolve. Oh, yeah, that's right, error chart. I forgot about that. That's down. Is it down here? I've been playing payoff pitch recently, so I got a little rusty at this. Okay, so it's an outfielder, and he has a range of 3. I'm sorry, the air is air 3 with a random number 62. Actually, I am going to pull a new random number here because this was already used. So it's an air 3 with a random number 76. Let's go to outfielders. 376 is fielder makes running catch to deep fly at the warning track. Runner on third scores. Don't have anybody up, so that's just going to be a fly ball to the right fielder. I do like to, this is just something I like to do here. I like to take this and copy it. If it's a great play, I like to just go ahead and put a note on the play here. So that was fly ball right field. I'll go ahead and just paste that in. Okay. That's just something I like to do. Let's see if we have any commentary here. Okay, cool. Oh, you left. All right. All good, all good. Let's see here. Let's go to pitcher batter card 5. And that's on the pitcher card. A 73 is out. RP is G6A. Shortstop has an air range of 6, so that's going to be just a ground ball to the shortstop. 2 down. Oh, you're still here. Okay. Oh, that's weird. I don't know if you can see my screen up here. It says there's nobody in here. So obviously that's not accurate. So yeah, so that was how you work an error. It's really not a whole lot more steps. So here we go. Let's see who's up. Parrish. That's an 11. 42. 42 is a strikeout, and then this is my home rule. If that's a last digit is below a 7, so that's a strikeout swinging. And that will end the inning. We go to the 6, 4-2, Tigers. And Petrie is tired. I like to go see what Digital Diamond recommends. They recommend bringing in Senior Smoke, Aurelio Lopez. He's my setup guy. I'm not sure I want to go to him just yet. I appreciate the recommendation, though. I like this. This is something I just discovered with Digital Diamond a few days ago. I never noticed this down here. It shows the upcoming starters. So when you're up here and you're trying to decide, who do you want to put in, and you don't want to put in somebody that's scheduled to start tomorrow or in the next couple of days, you can look down here and that'll help you out. You may have already known about that, but I just noticed that the other day. So let's see. They're saying Senior Smoke. I'm going to go ahead and bring in Manji. Sid Manji coming in. Will take over for Petrie. He's going to face Marty Barrett. And that's on the batter's card, 67. That's an out, RN. RN's a G5. And of course, all of the out charts are in Digital Diamond. So if it's like a G6X, you can just put in G6X and that'll figure it out. Oh, another thing I found out the other day. Oh, okay. All right. Thanks, Kevin. I understand. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I've got 2 viewers in here. Welcome, everybody. Kevin, you have a nice Sunday night and a great week. All right. Back to the game here. And let's see. We have bases empty. 1 out for Jackie Gutierrez. And that's going to be a clutch defense play. So what we do in Status Pro Advance is we go over to the chart here and we say RN, come down to RN, and we look under the CD column, and that's an RF. So this is a clutch play RF, right fielder. This 2 here is the CD rating for Gibson. So it's a CD2, and it's random number 26. So I have to go to the chart here and go to the CD chart. That's clutch defense. Clutch defense, right field, CD. I said he was a 2, and it's a 26. 2 and 26. Sinking liner gets by diving fielder double, all runners score. So it's a sinking liner double. So I'm just going to go ahead and just put double F9. Okay, a 1-out double for Gutierrez. Boston is down 4-2. In my simulation, the Tigers and the Red Sox have squared off 4 times, and the Tigers are 4-0 versus the Sox this year. This is the 1984 Tigers. All right, any commentary going on here? Okay, yeah, Kevin, I don't know if you're still here or not, but I misled you. When I did that error, I did it wrong. I accidentally looked at the CD chart, and there's another chart in here for errors. I think it's up higher. I should have these printed out, but I don't. Yeah, see right here. There's the error chart, and it was like error 2, and then you go find the result and line it up. So I looked at the wrong chart, so I screwed that up. So sorry if I confused you there. Okay. All right, let's see. Runner on second, Wade Boggs is up. And status pro advance here we go. 6, that's on the pitcher's card. 44 is a strikeout. Home bake rule, that is a strikeout swinging. 2 down. Sid Manji on the mound. He just came up from a transaction about a week ago. Next batter is Evans. I'm going to go ahead and pull a fast action card here. That's on the pitcher's card. 65 is an out. That's an RP, and RP is an F7. No errors. And that'll end the inning for the Red Sox. We go to the bottom of the 6. And that's did that get recorded? Oh, let me go to my score sheet. I thought I recorded that. Score sheet, Control X. Ground out, double. Nope, that never got recorded. F7. Pretty sure that was an F7. And that'll do it. Now we go to the bottom of the 6. We're going to have Larry Herndon, Kirk Gibson, and Howard Johnson. How's the chat doing? All right, we've got 3 viewers. Welcome, everyone. Happy Sunday night. Let's see. I started this game earlier this afternoon and picked it back up tonight, hoping to finish it off here. Bottom of the 6. Tigers up 4-2. Larry Herndon. That's on the batter's card. That's a 12. That is a base hit to left field. F7. Herndon is on. Hurst has a really good hold rate, and Gedman has a good arm. And Herndon's running and base stealing is not all that great. So I'm not going to mess around with any hit and runs or steals or anything like that. Plus, we're up. So let's see. Kirk Gibson is 0 for 1 with a walk. And we pull a card. That's on the pitcher's card, 22. That's a 1B9. 1B9 is the runner on first goes 1 base with the option of going 2. And so the way I would do the option 2.
No, you're going downstairs. You can put on a movie.
Sorry, a little crazy here. Like I said, crazy night in the Abbott house Sunday night. Sorry. My wife's not happy that was caught on the stream. Okay, all right. What do we say? Okay, so we have the runner on first on this base hit has the option of going to third. Let's see. The way we do this again, and I'm still a little new to this game, so I'm going to have to go look it up. There's a base advancement chart, base runner advancement chart. First to third on a single to left. So I have to look at the OBR rating and the arm rating. And this is the what did I say it was? 1B9. Yeah.
Right here.
And I'm sorry, I'm getting, let's see, T3 and an OBRC. T3 and an OBRC. So it has to be between 11 and a 48 for him to be safe at third. I'm going to go ahead and pass on that. We're up. There's no reason to take a risk. And so I'll go 1B, F7. I'm sorry, it's F9. First and second, nobody out. And that brings up Hojo. Hojo is 0 for 1 today with a walk. He did hit into a double play in the second inning. Hurst. The windup, the pitch that's on the batter's card, 27. It's going to be a home run. And I'll crank it up here and let you hear my home run call that I've got hooked up here. All right. So that is a three-run bomb and 7-2. And that was my 9-year-old reminding me that I'm weird. All right. We've got 3 viewers in here. All right. Let's see who's up now. Tommy Brookins with the bases empty. Nobody out. Hurst is still in. Yeah. Yeah.
Just a little stuff down.
Sure.
And I'll figure it out. I'll see it down.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. All right. So we did pull a new card here. That's on the batter's card. 86 is going to be an out. An RN is a G4A with no errors. G4A. This is Status Pro Advanced. So Status Pro Advanced, you check for an error on every out. And just check up here to see if there's a range and if that particular fielder falls within that range. All right, 1 out. Here's Castillo. We're going to pull a new card here. That's on the batter's card. 62 is a walk. Runner on first. 1 out. And we're not going to worry about any hit and run steals or anything. We're up. He's not particularly fast with a D+ steal rating. Hurst is starting to get tired. He's allowed 7 runs. Probably should have pulled him, but, you know, he's still got some gas in the tank, and I'm going to leave him in there. All right. New card. Oh, we have a clutch defense play. LN is the clutch defense is on the second baseman. Second baseman has a clutch defense of 3. So second base, clutch defense 3, 51. So I have to go to the clutch defense chart, which is down at the bottom. LN is a second base. Second base, 3. And the random number, I have such terrible short-term memory, 51. 51 is he knocks down a hard grounder, batter out, 4-3, runners advance, 1 base. So that's going to be a G4-3, and Castillo is going to go to second. Runner on second, 2 down for Barbaro Garbe. And that's going to be on the batter's card. That's a 61. That's an out. An RN is a G6 with no errors. And that will end the inning. But the Tigers get 3 on a home run by, gosh, I've already forgotten who hit that home run. I'm telling you that, my memory. That was Howard Johnson. All right, so the Red Sox find themselves in a pretty good hole here. Let me go check the chat. Got 4 of you in here. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the replay dugout. Crazy night in my family's house. It's kind of calmed down, but everybody was kind of going bonkers here, and it was pretty wild. You mean the bread that I made the other day? Yeah, try that. So I've been getting into bread making lately, and I made the rookie mistake. Let me go here. I made the rookie mistake of putting in the yeast last. So, you know, you put in the water and the butter and all that, and you're supposed to put the yeast in there. You probably know this, but I somehow got mixed up, and I put everything in, the flour, and then I put the yeast on top, and as a result, it didn't rise. And so it's really kind of as my kids say, a janked loaf of bread. But I don't like to waste food, so my wife's going to try to see if maybe we can make some croutons out of it. All right, here we go. Manji to Jim Rice. Jim Rice is 1 for 3 today. He had a double in the first inning, and he scored. Let's see, flew out to center, flew out to left. Sid Manji kicks and delivers. It's on the batter's card, and that is a strikeout. Home rule. That's a 7. That is a strikeout looking.
He stood there like the house by the side of the road and watched it go by. Struck him out.
Are you guys getting the sound from my game? That was Ernie Harwell calling the strikeout. I know when you set up the stream here, you can choose whether or not to share your computer sound, and I thought I chose for that, but let me know, please. All right, what do we got here? Sid Manji going up against Tony Armas. Armas is 2 for 3 with a double in the first and an RBI. He singled, and I think he was part of a double play in the third, and he struck out in the fifth. Manji kicks and delivers. It's on the pitcher's card. That is going to be a base hit to right field. Armas is on. Manji is a lefty, and he has a very good hold rating. Castillo has a decent arm, and Armas isn't really a steal threat. He's decent on the base paths as far as getting around the bases and scoring, but as far as stealing, no. So we're not going to try anything there. Let's go ahead. Mike Easler. Easler is on the batter's card. 75 is going to be an out. LP. LP is a GX3. First baseman has an error rating of 4, which does not fall within that error range there. So it's GX3. What happens here? Ground ball to first base, fielded by Garbe. He throws to Brookins for the out, so it's a fielder's choice. Easler also not really a big base stealing threat, so they're going to let him sit on first base there. Bill Buckner, who had a home run his first time at bat tonight, to deep center field, 440 feet. It was a bomb. Batter's card 81, that's going to be an out. LP. LP is a G3A. First baseman has an error rating of 4, so that is not an error. G3A. That will end the inning. Ground ball to Garbe. Here we go. 7th inning stretch. Two of you in here. All right. Let's see. Chester Lemon. Saw him the other day. They before the Tiger season this year was over, they had some kind of a 1984 Tiger celebration where they were celebrating the 84 World Series champs. And Chet Lemon was in a wheelchair. He's in his 70s. He's still alive, 29. So actually he's not. So that was 40 years ago. He's 69, 70 years old, but I don't know what kind of health situation he ran into, but he was in a wheelchair. Anyways, Chet Lemon, here we go. Hurst, the pitch. That's on the batter's card. That's a base hit to center field. Leadoff single for Chet Lemon. And let's see. We're not going to do any base stealing. Hurst is starting to run out of gas. He's orange here. He's facing Parrish. Here's the thing with Parrish in my sim this year, 1984 sim. He's batting a measly 197. But when he does hit the ball, it tends to be a home run. He's got 22 of them, which puts him like in the top 5 for the American League for home runs. So, and I'm doing as played lineups. I've thought about maybe in real life. I probably would move him down a little bit with that terrible batting average. I don't know. All right, here we go. Parrish. That's an 8. That's on the batter's card. That's another home run. Excuse me. Let's let the home run call happen here. I don't know what's going on at the end of that home run call, but I still like it. It's pretty cool. And that's 9 runs now allowed by Hurst. And I think even though he's not red yet, I'm going to go ahead and replace him. I'm going to go ahead. Let's see. Who are we going to bring in here? Digital Diamond Baseball says that the upcoming starters are Ojeda, John Henry Johnson, Oil Can Boy, and Al Nipper. So we want to stay away from those guys. Mark Clear has pitched the other day. I'm going to go ahead and pitch him. This game is a blowout. We might end up putting in a position player in the last Tiger at bat here in probably the bottom of the 8th. Larry Herndon is 1 for 3, had a base hit in the 6th and scored. Righty on righty. The pitch is on the. Oh, I forgot. This is Status Pro Advanced. So the first thing I have to do when a pitcher comes in is I have to find out what kind of stuff he has. So I've already pulled my fast action card, which is 55. And a 55, if I go to the stadium card for Detroit, is normal. So, you decide here. I don't know if you're familiar with Status Pro Advanced, but if you are, you'll know that if he has a good +1, that means that over here on the pitcher batter rating, this goes up 1. It becomes more likely that the play will end up off the pitcher's card. So he's normal, so that just means we just keep it as is there. Next card, this is a clutch defense play. So we're going to come over here and grab our RN, come down over here to RN, come under the CD column is a 50. It's a shortstop. Shortstop has a clutch defense rating of 0. So shortstop 0, random number 84. And whoops, we'll come down to our two-sided chart here. Shortstop 0, 84. Just misses grounder in the hole. Single, runners advance 1 base. So I'm going to say left field. 1B, F7. Tigers have their 12th hit. As you can see here, the Red Sox have also been able to put the ball in play and get on base. They just haven't been able to score. Not as often as the Tigers, at least. All right, Kirk Gibson, runner on first. Not doing any hit and runs or anything like that. Just going to straight up let him bat. And that's on the pitcher's card. An 85 is going to be an out. LP is a G5A with no errors. And that probably is going to be a fielder's choice. Buggs, he throws to Buckner for the out. Nope. It's a 5-3 out. Herndon is on second. Runner on second, 1 out for Hojo, who has a home run tonight. And that's on the pitcher's card, 32. 32 is a strikeout. What kind of strikeout? It's a swinging strikeout. 2 down for Tommy Brookins. Brookins, that's going to be on the batter's card. 55 is an out. RN is a G6A with no error. G6A. That's going to be the 3rd out. Ground ball to the shortstop. Gutierrez over to Buckner, and that'll do it for the Tigers. Bottom of the 8th here. Sorry, top of the 8th, not bottom of the 8th. How's my chat doing? Nobody here. That's fine. That's fine. We'll go ahead and finish the game. Let's see. Rich Gedman up to bat. That's on the batter's card. 43 is a strikeout. What kind of strikeout? A swinging strikeout. Gedman is out. Good job, Manji. And that brings up Barrett. That's a 3-23 base hit to right field for Barrett. And Sid Manji is starting to tire. Let's see. Now Sid Manji is done. Let's see who Digital Diamond recommends. They recommend Doug Bear. Let me think here. Do I want to do Bear? I'm going to do Glenn Abbott. Love the last name. Got some autographed cards of his. When I was a kid, I always noticed Glenn Abbott because we share the same last name. So he always caught my eye. Let's see. Nobody in here. No problem. And let's see. Glenn Abbott will pitch to Gutierrez. That is a 6. That's a 17. Oh, that's another base hit. 1B7 challenge. Ooh, how do I do this again? Let's go to the rules. Okay, see challenge below. If the result is chow, the lead runner must attempt to advance and the outfielder must attempt to throw him out. Trail runner and batter advance 1 base. After any throw on the lead runner, check the outfielder for an error and consult the results. Okay, so he must 2 outs. Anything going on with 2 outs? We don't have 2 outs. All right, so he must attempt another base. So what that means is this was a RN. This is a base hit to center field. Center fielder has a throwing arm of 4. He has an OBR of C. And we're going to go to our base advancement chart here. Right there, first to third, what did I say it was? A 4 and a C. 4C, 11 to 44, and he's safe. So we're going to pull a fast action card. That is a 63. 4C. He is out. Challenged Chet Lemon's arm, and he didn't make it. So that's R1. Well, how do I do this again? Digital Diamond, what is the code? So I take R1B, R1, 3X. Is that it? Let's see what happens here. Nope, that's not right. Undo. Base hit. Center field. Runner on first. 2X. Batter advances to third. Nope. Crud muffins. I do have a viewer in here. Welcome. I've hit a point here. I'm usually pretty good with Digital Diamond game board companion codes, but I've got a situation here where we have a base hit. Barrett tried to go to third. He was thrown out by Lemon at third base. And so I am trying to remember here how to do that. Digital Diamond. Let's see. Base hit. 1B. F9. Nope. There's a... if you've come to this game, unfortunately you came at a time when I'm trying to figure out a play here. There's not much flow to the game here. Do have 2 viewers. No pressure here. Let's see. Fly ball, R3X, hard fly ball, run to third is out at the plate. Okay, so I think it's 1B, F8. Let me come back here. R3X, R3, runner on third. There, the runner on second scores. Yeah. R31EF2. Anybody in the chat know? If anybody in the chat knows, if you place Digital Diamond, again, the scenario is I have a base hit, and the runner first tried to go to third, and he was thrown out by the center fielder. So I want to say it's 1B, R1. Oh, where is it? Ground out, pick off, drop, third strike, base stealing, single, double, triple. Here we go. Single. So this is an error, but I wonder. I'm trying to score. R2X. Okay, so I think, it might be this. F8, 1B, F8, R1, R1X3. Thrown out at third. Batter is heading for home. No. That's the result. It's okay. I'm pretty close here. Let's do this again. 1B, F8, R1, X2. There we go. Barrett is heading for third. Here comes the throw. He is out. All right, nailed it. So again, that was 1B, F8, R1, X2. So that means that the runner on first was trying to go for 2, and he was out. He tried to go for 2 bases. How we doing here? 1 viewer. All right, all right, all right. All right, so we about top of the eighth. Yes, ma'am.
You're so cute.
I didn't. But thank you. All right, let's.
That is me.
Okay. All right, let's see. Wade Boggs is up. Boggs is batting 320. Look at that. In my sim, he's batting 325. In real life, he batted 325. How's that for accuracy? Of course, my season's not over, and that 325 is an end of season batting average. But I am well past the All-Star break, so that's pretty good. Wade Boggs, here we go. That is on the batter's card. That's going to be a base hit to right field. Oh, let me get rid of this. We do have a runner on first. That's 2 bases. 1B, F9, R1, 2. First and third, 2 down for Dwight Evans. Boggs' batting average just went up to 327 on that hit. Here we go. That's on the batter's card, 66. And that's a walk. We have the bases juiced here. Glenn Abbott has gotten himself into a bit of a pickle. And he's got Jim Rice up to bat. That's not the guy you want up with bases loaded. Let's see what happens here. Oh, we do have somebody who is here. JT Dutch. Hey, thank you, JT. I hope you're having a great day, too. This game is almost over. We're having a kind of a fun night in the Abbott house here. All right, bases loaded. And let's see. Let's pull a card here. That's going to be on the batter's card. That's good for Boston. Oh, look at that. Are you kidding me? A home run for Rice. That was a pitcher batter 10, so it's over on the batter's card. Random number 28 is a home run. Glenn Abbott gives up a grand slam home run to Jim Rice.
And a high drive to right field and deep. Back at the base of the wall. Gone.
All right, 9-6. I was going to put in a position player to pitch for the Red Sox in the bottom of the eighth, but now that's not going to happen. I'm going to put in a regular pitcher. Glenn Abbott, though, unfortunately, he's not done the best for me in this sim, and that's unfortunate because again we share the last name, so I want him to do well. New card here for Tony Armas. That's on the batter's card, a 55. 55 is going to be a strikeout. What kind of strikeout? A swinging strikeout. That will do it. We go to the bottom of the eighth. We're going to have Marty Castillo, Lou Whitaker, and Barbaro Garbe. We've got the 28-year-old Mark Clear on the bag. Grand slam. Oh, how? Well, yeah. I know. Oh, good. You got to hear Vince Scully. I was wondering if my computer sound was coming through on the stream. Good. I'm glad it is. All right. Let's see. Clear to Castillo.
Dad,
Yes, ma'am.
who are you talking to?
My massive fan base that's out there.
Huh?
All right. All right. So that's a 5. That's a pitcher's card. 44. That's a walk. Sorry. This is Tigers rep, not Glenn Abbott. All right. So Castillo's not really a threat on the base paths. They're going to let him just no hit and run, no stolen bases. We're going to let Lou Whitaker just swing away here. And that's going to be on the pitcher's card. A 75 is an out, and LN is a G3 with no errors. I think this is going to be a double play. Buckner, no. Throws to Gutierrez for the out. So it's a fielder's choice. Clear is starting to tire. We have 1 out, 1 on. And let's see, Barbaro Garbe is up. That's on the pitcher's card. A 15 is going to be a 1B8, advance 1 base. 1B F8. Runners on first and second. For Chet Lemon, who's 1 for 4 today. Chester, the pitch. 72, that's on the pitcher's card. 72 is an RP, and RP is an F6 with no errors. So that's a fly ball caught by the shortstop. 2 down, runners will hold. For Lance Parrish. Lance Parrish does have a 3-run bomb that occurred in the 3rd inning. He's struggling at the plate with a 199 batting average, but when he does hit the ball, he tends to hit homers. He's got 23 here, and the Tigers are at the 97 game mark. Here we go. 673, that's an RP, GX5, no errors. And that'll do it for the Tigers. We go to the top of the ninth. Let me refresh the screen here. The top of the eighth here was colored red. That wasn't going away, so I refreshed the screen. All right, here we go. Glenn Abbott. Do they keep him on the mound? You know what? I'm going to keep him on there just to give my bullpen some rest, but he's on a short leash. Mike Easler up to bat here. That's on the batter's card. A 52 will be a strikeout. What kind of strikeout? A swinging strikeout. One down. Billy Buckner, who had a home run in his first at bat in the second inning. Clutch defense play. That's an LN, and LN is a first base. First base has a clutch defense rating of 3. So first base 3 with a random number 65. Go to my clutch defense chart. First base 3, random number 65. 365. Great catch, foul, pop down the right field line. 2 down. The Red Sox are down to their last out. Rich Gedman, 0 for 4 tonight. He's due. And let's see, Glenn Abbott staying on the mound. It's on the pitcher's card. That's going to be an out. LP, GX4 with no errors. That's going to do it for the Red Sox. Game over. Tigers win at 9-6. Let's go ahead and save and go look at the box score. And how's my chat doing? Yeah, he definitely, I like to put him in just because he's usually well rested, and it gives the rest of my bullpen a break. I think I mentioned earlier, he's got the same last name as me, so I'm kind of partial to him, and I wish he would do better, but yeah, he does tend to get knocked around. All right, what do we have here? Yep, Red Sox hit a grand slam. That was Jim Rice. Let's go to the box score. Lance Parrish's productive day at the Tiger Stadium helped Detroit finish on top. Lance Parrish led the offense for the Detroit, going 3 for 5 with 2 homers and 5 RBIs. Tigers are now 62-37, and we'll look at the we'll look at the standings here in a minute. Let's just look at how things happened. Boston was on the board early here. It had a 2-0 lead, and then the Tigers put up a 4 spot on bottom of the third with a 3-run homer to Lance Parrish. And then in the 6th inning, a 3-run homer to Howard Johnson really broke things open for the Tigers. That was 7-2. Then it was 9-2. And then we had in the top of the 8th, we had Jim Rice come up, and it was Glenn Abbott on the mound. And that's not the guy you want up with bases loaded. And sure enough, Jim Rice made Abbott pay and parked that one for a grand slam. The Tigers were going to the Red Sox I was just going to have them put in a position player to pitch the bottom of the 8th. Bottom of the 8th. But after that grand slam, I was like, nope, they got a shot. It's a 3-run lead now. Let's see, 2 for 5 for Boggs with 2 strikeouts, 2 for 5 for Rice, 3 for 5 for Armas, 3 for 5 for Buckner, and 3 for 4 for Gutierrez. So a number of players have a good night tonight. 3 for 9 with runners in scoring position. Rice, in addition to his home run, had a double. Let's see, Armas and Gutierrez with extra base hits. Buckner also had a homer for the Red Sox. Let's see, they had 1 double play and left 9 runners on. For the Tigers, 2 for 5 for Garbe, 3 for 5 for Parrish with 5 RBIs, 2 for 4 for Herndon, 2 for 4 for Castillo, And they were 3 for 10 with runners in scoring position. Let's see, Castillo with a double. Brookins had a triple. Parrish and Johnson hit homers. Parrish's, they were both 3-run homers. Do you have 2? You have 2 tonight? Let's go take a look at the scorecard. If you did, how did I miss that? Yeah, he had a home run in the 3rd and a home run in the 7th. Well done. Big game for Lance Parrish. All right, let's close this down and go look at the standings. Let me go check my chat here once this is done. All right. In real life, Detroit was 69-30 at this stage of the game. Well, that's good to know. And where am I at? I'm at 62-37, 69-30. So not quite as good as in real life, but still pretty good. And they've got this run differential of 111. Nobody in the rest of the majors is even close to that. So they've got a 10-game lead on the Cleveland Indians. In real life, it was the Toronto Blue Jays that were nipping at their heels, but they're well out of reach here at 10 games behind. And of course, the Yankees are 10.5 games out. If we go over to the American League West, the California Angels are comfortably in first place, 11.5 games up on the A's and the Royals. I believe in real life it was the Royals who took the division, but that's not looking at 11.5 back at 90, I think 97 games in. That's possible, but it's not looking very likely. Over in the National League, we've got the Cubs. It was the Cubs who in real life won their division, and they're in a tight race with the Phillies, a 1-game lead. They've lost their last 3, and the Phillies have won their last 3. So they've closed the gap in the last few days. National League West, San Diego Padres are also in a tight race with the Houston Astros. In real life, it was the Padres who took their division and eventually went to the World Series and lost to the Tigers. So they're 1 game back, and the Los Angeles Dodgers are a 1.5 back. I'm going to check my chat. How we doing? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is kind of. Yeah. I still call them the Indians. I still, even to today, it's just out of habit. All right, let's see. So Alan Trammell, who right now is injured because we're playing as played, and at this point in real life, he was injured during this time of the season, but he's just edged out Dave Winfield. Winfield dropped and putting Trammell in the lead there at 335. Al Cowens at 334. Herbeck and Buddy Bell. 25 home runs for Andre Thornton. The 2 home runs for Lance Parrish brought him real close to the home run lead for the American League. Dwayne Murphy, Harold Baines, and Dwight Evans. You know, when he came up to bat, I think I called him Darrell Evans. My mistake. Andre Thornton, 78 RBIs. Winfield, 71 RBIs. Let's move on down. Home runs, look at that, 32. But here's the real impressive thing. This late in the season, I'm 97 games in, and Tony Gwynn is still batting north of 400. That's just awesome. So pretty big lead on Tim Raines, who's batting no slouch at 340. Dave Parker at 327, and Keith Hernandez at 326. 32 homers for Mike Schmidt and 81 RBIs. He's got that's a 10 home run lead on Ron Say. And then, of course, Dale Murphy is there as well. We've got some friends in town who are related. Their last name is Murphy, and they are related to Dale Murphy. Let's see here. Let's scroll on down. Let's look at pitching. And let me check my chat. 351 in 1984. Shocking that I'm sorry, JT, I got behind here on your. Shocking that the Padres are in first place despite scoring 10 fewer runs than they've given up. Oh, yeah, let me look at that. Yeah, you're right. Didn't even notice that. A run differential of -10. Look at that, the Astros plus 61. Well, that just seems odd that could even be. But there it is, 56 and 44. Good catch. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. And then you said he hit what? What am I showing hiding? Oh, that's how that works. I've always wondered that. I've watched other people stream and I've seen chats come in and I'm like, I don't know if mine does that, but I found a little button that'll do that. Oh yeah, Gwynn, he hit what, 351 in 1984? Was that his real batting average in 84? 351? I'd have to come out of here and take a look at it. But 406. I mean, that's pretty good. Now keep in mind that this season that I'm playing has been played with multiple games. So it's been played with Digital Diamond, the Digital Diamond engine. It's been played with Status Pro Basic. I've recently learned and bought the 1984 season for Status Pro Advanced. So probably 10 of those games in here are Status Pro Advanced. Have I played anything else? Oh, Payoff Pitch, of course. I play a lot of Payoff Pitch. Yeah. Okay, so let's move on down here. Pitching. I just want to point out, as I always do, that I met Doyle Alexander one time. This is back in the day. Some friends of mine and I, we were at a bar down in Detroit, and I was going to get a beer, and he just walked right on by me, and I recognized him, and I extended my hand, and he smiled and shook my hand, and just a nice guy, just a regular guy. And I loved when he pitched for the Tigers. Bert Blyleven had an impressive 2.12 ERA, and Guillermo Willie Hernandez, 18 saves. Let's see. Let's scroll on down. National League. Look at that ERA for Nolan Ryan, 1.63. That's impressive. That's impressive. And then Joaquin Andahar, 15 wins, and Rich Gossage is tied with Greg Minton, with Al Holland, Donnie Moore, and Ted Power. Very close. Let's see. He still breaks my heart to see Say with the Cubs by this time. He's my avatar. Oh, is he? The Penguin. Yeah, I remember him. Yep, and how he got moved over to the Cubs. Yeah. I just read. I knew that Donnie Moore had committed suicide, and the other day I was playing a game and he was pitching, and I decided to go look up, what happened with him, and it was disturbing. It was very disturbing. What are you saying here? Notice how Ryan is in the top 5 in wins despite that incredible. Man, I'll tell you are a better analyst of stats than I am, JT. These things go flying right past me. Where is this? So 1.63, yet he is not in the top 5 for wins. Yeah, well, and he's on. Look, he's on the. He's on the Astros. Okay, I was going to say he's on the Angels. No, he's on the Astros, and the Astros are doing all right. So I don't know. That is a really good catch. Hey, JT, when you post something, do you see that popping up like at the bottom of the screen when you post a comment? I'm just curious because I thought I found how to do that, but now I'm not so sure that's working. What was I going to say here? Scrolling on down, MVP votes. Dwight Evans has 218 for the Red Sox, and Lloyd Moseby 213 for the Blue Jays. Let's see. Doyle Alexander, 191 votes for the Cy Young with Jeff Son. And look at that. I mean, oh, wait. And you know what? Nolan Ryan's got that unbelievable ERA, but he's not in the top 5 for Cy Young votes. Isn't that something? I guess it's all about W's. Mike Schmidt, 235 votes with Mookie Wilson at 200 votes. And who's hot at the plate? Hitting streak. Oh, I don't know, JT. I posted a question out, I think, on the Digital Dice podcast web Facebook page. I had Don Mattingly with a 22-game hitting streak. And, okay, cool. I didn't play the game, but I went to check to see how his game turned out and if his hitting streak was extended. And it turned out that he wasn't in the game. The manager sat him during the game, and then at the end, he was brought in to pinch hit in the ninth, and he got out. And that was his only at bat, and that ended his hitting streak. So that was a bummer. Let's see. Recent highlights. I think that's it. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up here. Let's take a look at what's coming up. The next series of games we go to tomorrow. We've got the Red Sox at Tigers. We've got Jack Morris on the mound for the Tigers. I was talking about Donnie Moore, and I got distracted. Yeah, Donnie Moore, he committed suicide. Very sad. And I knew that in 1986, with one strike left to get the Angels, I think it was the Angels, to get the Angels to the World Series, he gave up a home run to, Henderson for the, I got my teams all mixed up here. Who was Henderson with? The A's. And, he caught a lot of flack for that. And a lot of people say that his life kind of spun out of control after that. Anyways, it was very disturbing. I don't even know if I want to repeat it, but, he did commit suicide. It was quite gruesome. And he tried to kill. It's all out there on the internet. He tried to kill his wife first, then he turned the gun on himself. And to make matters even more tragic, he did this in front of his son. So, what a terrible ending for Donnie Moore. Yeah, that's really sad. Okay, let's see here. The home run was given up to Dave Henderson. Donnie wasn't even supposed to be pitching because he got a cortisone shot the day before, but the Angels needed him. Yeah, so he wasn't even supposed to be there. Very sad. Very sad ending. And you have a very good baseball mind, JT. I see now. It says Say 10. That you said that was his avatar. Do you have a channel, JT? I'm just curious. And if you do, I wonder if I'm subscribed. Let's see. YouTube. Let me come on back here. Let's see. You go by JT Dutch. I do have a channel, and you. Oh, cool. All right. Sweet. All right. Let's see. JT. Does it go by something else? Oh, there it is. JT Dutch. 301 subscribers. Good for you. Play this. Now, why don't I see any videos here? Random debut. 17 videos. Oh, 255 videos. I wonder why this is kind of goofy. I wonder why I don't see it. Maybe because you have them all in playlists. That's probably why. So if I go to your playlist, I'll go ahead and stop this. Okay, so this is you like to play a war game. That's cool. I like that. Let's go back. Let me go to the chat here. I haven't posted really anything on it. Okay. Well, cool. I'll be keeping an eye out for your videos, JT, and I appreciate you stopping by. And it looks like I've got 3 people in the chat here. Thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. And I hope everybody has a great week. I've got a short week coming up here. Short in the sense of I'm working 4 days. I took Friday off, and my wife and I are going to do a little something on our own. We've got some sitters lined up, and we're going to go on a little weekend getaway. So it's been a while since we've been out on our own. So anyways, you guys have a great week. Thanks for stopping by, and God bless.